What's up, ticket holders? I'm J3.
I'm Ronin Joe Genji.
This is J3 Entertainment bringing you guys another epic movie review right here.
That's right.
We try to keep that shit real as can be. Movie review today. What we got?
Independence Day Resurgence, directed by Roland Emmerich.
Alright, so to let you guys know how we review movies, basically give you guys the full rundown, critic, viewing experience, and we give you personal. So we're going to try to cram that all in for you guys, give you guys a good show.
Sounds good.
Do a breakdown of this film. It basically sets 20 years after Independence Day. You have a new team. They're out there doing basically taking the weaponry and learning from the alien technology to become actually secure their planet even more. When the aliens decide, they say, you know what, we're coming back. We got some unfinished business. Let's end these motherfuckers. You destroyed us. You killed my other homie on that other ship. We finna come back and kill you guys. And when they do this, they do a lot of destruction.
Oh yeah.
And basically it's another battle of the world. Earth
is in destruction again.
Again. So what you got, man? How'd you feel about this? Because this type of movies, sci-fi is your genre, man.
It is.
You're into this shit.
It is. So, Independence Day, man.
Put that passion on this shit. Go ahead.
Do it. All right, man. Independence Day Resurgent. I was not expecting to see a sequel to this, but it's been the 20-year anniversary, so it's like, first one was a big deal for me. Saw it with my family and things like that. So to revisit that years later, not a remake, but a sequel, was pretty exciting for me. Just being back in this universe again. And even though Will Smith wasn't there, it hurt my soul, but I had to put that to the side and see just where they were going to go and how it was going to progress and continue. And I'm glad they brought some of that family bond back with Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman.
The original cast.
Yeah, that was nice for me, just as an Independence Day fan.
Some people need the checks that Will Smith got already.
For sure. But yeah, we learned like stuff from the aliens' perspective, which I thought was tight. Actually seeing their skills, actually seeing them fight on ground level was pretty dope. And then the humans, getting that alien advanced weaponry and then, expanding upon it.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool too. And then also just the battle, got bigger and just more bombastic. Like it was just crazy. So, we knew, in naturality that it was not over. But it was like, what are they going to do this time? Because the humans are like, all right, we won, we invaded. But then we kind of go inside their world and starting to see things through their perspective, which was cool. The only things I didn't really like is that, when they try to do that Oscar bait and try to be Academy Award winner and try to force you to love certain people, you know what I mean?
You felt that?
Yeah. It was forcing. They were trying. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're trying.
They were trying, and it just wasn't working sometimes.
I agree.
Certain characters was cool, like the main heavy hitters, the people that were at home, like Goldblum and all them. They were cool. The new people in, you can tell they were the new kids on the block. They were trying, and it shows. So that kind of hurt as well. But everything else was, just eye candy, grand scale. You know what I mean? Just bigger action, and sometimes it was a little too much. Because there wasn't enough substance to really care. So when there's action, you're just like, all right, this is cool, because you kind of need it. But it was never really explained certain things as to how they figured out the weakness of the aliens in there, because their technology was growing too. I wanted to know more about how they figured things out, because some of them, a lot
of ha on that, my nigga. Like,
yeah.
Ha.
Some of the specialists didn't even know. It was like they just kind of miraculously figured it out.
Trying over here, ha.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I didn't really understand certain things like that, and all the other grand scale stuff was cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bigger movie.
All right.
But it's dumb and ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of take it with a grain of salt.
All right, I'm gonna say basically this film was not done properly at all. I don't know what you were expecting in this film. Personally, me, I was expecting an Independence Day film. Not saying I expected that this film.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do a 20-year anniversary with this film, you need to be an Independence Day film. Basically, what I'm saying is this film was missing a big part of it. About 75% of the film was missing, and that was Will Smith's presence.
Captain Hillard.
This film, because of him not being in the movie, we got a lot of characters trying to portray certain things that made Will Smith epic and Independence Day that I thought, stop it, no. As far as you getting attached to characters, I don't know where you came with that one. I didn't attach to no one, even Jeff Goldblum and his dad and all stuff like that, which I thought were great. I thought that was Jeff Goldblum's dad in the movie name, the actor.
I'll look him up.
He was on part 1. He was great. Jeff Goldblum was great. Bill
Pullman, the president.
Bill Pullman was dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
He was cool.
Those 3 characters, epic. It was only one shot I would say that I actually said, okay, that was a tight shot out that whole movie. Even though it was a lot of action, it was only one shot, and that's when Vilgate. So I'll give you a spoiler after the fact. So watching those 3 characters, I'm like, okay, this is cool. But everybody else was really trying to the max that I did not. I'm like, I can't.
Judd Hirsch.
I couldn't get with it. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, why are you doing this? Like, stop it. I hate movies that have whys. You know what I mean? When I write stories, I try to make sure I eliminate all questions. For the simple fact that I don't like questions. You know what I mean? Like, some stuff you have questions, but when it's plain and simple things, it shouldn't have that many questions. And
you get the answer right then and there.
You get the answer and you understand it.
I got you.
You know what I mean? It's like when your mom says you shouldn't go outside at night
because.
And then she answers because
yeah.
You might get kidnapped, you can get hurt, it's dark, crazy people are outside, there's a bum there, there's a guy with a knife, there's child molesters, yada yada yada. She gave you a question. These type of movies, there's an alien attack. Why? Who am I fighting?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alien. And I want to get on the fact too, like, was there anybody mature in this film? I mean, you have pilots that are like 21 years old that are trained military up.
Supposed to be, yeah.
And they're going into war. Like, there was not one motherfucker on that playing field except for Bill, which was of age, of maturity. Yep. Like, everybody was a teenager. Literally, I was watching the fucking Power Rangers in this movie. There was an Asian girl. There was a white girl.
Wow.
There was Jason, which was Liam Hemsworth, which needs to be Hal Jordan. I don't know why they haven't made it. Maybe this movie make them believe that he should be Hal Jordan.
He really was that.
He was a pilot.
Yeah.
And then there was the black guy, which was Will Smith's son, and then there was the nerdy Billy. There was a fucking Power Ranger, nigga.
Stereotype.
It was a Power Ranger movie. So we basically just saw Power Rangers go against aliens without Megazords. So seeing this and the bad acting with those characters really dampened this film for me. The acting sucked. You can tell that these actors never even touched a jet before, because Chris Hemsworth looked like he was playing a fucking video game the whole time when he was flying a jet. He was like, this is whoa. I'm like, what is this, a third-person shooter? What the fuck? Get into it. Why you don't like it? Like, they were trying to imitate Will Smith and his buddy in part 1.
Yeah.
Like, it was so natural with them. Like, Will looked like he actually flew a plane.
He sure did.
He had certain serious looks when a plane would turn a certain way, and certain plane turned this way. It was so natural with him.
He had the whole dynamic. Even a family man, he carried that movie.
And then his son was like trying to imitate certain things about Will. I was just like,
he was trying. He was really trying.
I gotta get into spoilers, man. You got anything else before we get in there? Because this is your stuff, man. You came out the theater cheesing, man.
Yeah.
He's thinking like the Joker when he left out. Big ass thing, mouth. Yeah. It's like, you like this shit, okay? What's up? Go ahead.
Man,
because I want to get into spoilers.
The soldier, man. The African soldier, man. I liked him, man.
Oh yeah.
He was cool.
That dude was epic, right?
It was so funny because you had the white guy trying to befriend him and learn from him, almost like a pupil. He was like, "Man, give me a sword, teach me."
Yeah.
You talk too much.
Freaking
sneak from behind.
Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan's little brother and shit, man. He was tight.
Oh man, but you know what? It was refreshing to see a continuation, because we're so much in an era of reboots and remakes. It was nice to see a sequel to something that came years before. Just a continuation, just like we left off and now we're back. So considering how you feel about change, was this a good change? I think it was. It was suitable. I'm not gonna say it was amazing, because that's lying, but it didn't bother me too much. Okay, I get it. I feel your gripes. But that didn't bother for me. I came to see spectacle. I came to see an invasion and a war, and I got that. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that this is not the end. I hope to see more, and I hope they expand, because there is a lot of plot holes and there's a lot of things that was missing though. But the action kind of saved the movie for me, and then bringing recurring characters back from the previous kind of helped as well, because it made it feel like at home for me. Well, I hope since we're gonna be praying to the same God, I get through first, because I'm praying they don't make a remake of this shit. Don't continue this shit. Stop it. Don't continue. They Lord, did it please don't continue it. They did it in a very predictable fashion because I mean the way it ended like clearly says there's more.
Oh,
they clearly did that.
Yes, Moesha ended like that too when Dorian got kidnapped. Wait, they canceled that shit. So
and then like man, the director of Roland Emmerich, he's known to like build cheese factory. Like you look at his movies, man, like he's just a blockbuster guy. I don't even think he looks at logic in his own way. He's a parody of himself.
So this is a blockbuster?
A cheesy blockbuster, yeah.
No, is it a blockbuster?
Yeah.
All right.
And that's kind of what he does. Like he built a career off of making cheesy disaster films. That's what he did. Like a lot of those movies that kind of came out in the early 70s, they were more realistic fashion because in the sense that nobody thought it would happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, you got money and effects. You just do what you want and just go crazy with it. There you go. That's what he does.
So, like
an expensive movie.
Before I get into my spoilers, but so basically, what I'm getting from this is what happens when Independence Day was so epic. Independence Day was I would say it's an all-American film, right?
Yeah.
And what this guy did was basically destroyed everything about Independence Day. Like you would never kill the original to me, but to know that he put cheese in it, like the stupid corny jokes. This is supposed to be a serious matter, and you're cracking stupid jokes. You're not cracking wise jokes to keep people at heart. Like for instance, I'm a very comedic person, so if something's tragic or something, I try my best to crack jokes. You know what I mean? Like even like when I had like, you know, grandparents passed away or something like that, I always try to stay upbeat, you know, with my parents and stuff, and crack jokes. You know what I mean?
That's a gift.
Say funny shit. Even though if I'm talking about the dead. Like I'll talk about the dead, I don't care. Like, but as long as it's tasteful funny. Like Ari Spears says, as long as it's funny, then it can't be wrong.
Right.
If it ain't funny, then yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah.
So I try my best to do stuff like that. So I understand that they had to crack jokes, but the acting was so bad that jokes didn't even matter. Like the jokes didn't. I don't know if you got attached to the characters, but I didn't get attached to no one. I didn't care for them. This director screwed this movie up. There's a lot of action, a lot of shit going on. But he took Independence Day and made it a joke. And I'm not with that change. First off, they hired a wrong person to be Will Smith's son. He was so weenie, he had a quiet voice, he was a Power Ranger. Whack. I was expecting him to do a Zach. Like, I was expecting this shit.
Keto.
Like, what are you gonna do? So, spoiler time, because I gotta get into spoilers. The only shot, spoiler 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so the only shot that I say that I was like, that was tight, was when Vivica Fox died. Because she was trying to save a pregnant woman. Well, she did save a pregnant woman. And because the aliens, it's crazy, the aliens didn't even attack. Like, I think they had one shootout with the jets at the end, but they didn't do anything. All the destruction came from them landing. Like,
didn't capture the magnetic fields and.
No, that wasn't no magnetic shit. That was their ship coming down. Their ship was so big it had a gravitational pull.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But that was them landing. Mm-hmm. So they were just destroying shit and landing. And the building fell, and the camera zoomed in, and we saw her drop into the building and die. I thought that was tight. But
that was a good scene. Everything
else, trash. Like, it was like the scientist off of part 1, the one that got wrapped around with all long hair, the crazy one. He wakes out of a 20-year coma, and he's fully functioning. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. There's niggas that go to prison and get out 7 years and have to go to rehab. Like, what's it called? A half away. What's it called? A half house.
Safe house, mental house.
Something like that. Not a mental house. It's not an institution. It's to coexist with time. So they basically break them in to what's going on. I had an incident on a bus one time earlier when I was on the bus. I was on the bus and I had a Bluetooth in my ear, and you know how gangbangers in prison now, they have the big top and that little waist because all you do is live all day. He was like, hey youngster, hey, what's that in your ear, man? I was like, it's a Bluetooth. Where you been? I kid you not, I'm a fucking dick. Well, it was funny.
Damn.
He was like, he said, hey, what's that in your ear? I was like, it's a Bluetooth. Where you been, in jail or something?
Dang.
He was like, yeah. I said, oh shit.
Wow.
Cold blooded. So, you know what I mean? So I understand. Right. But this motherfucker, he was in a coma 20 years ago when Windows 93 was out. Like, nigga, you're using Windows 10 now. Like, you ain't that smart. Like, it takes time. Like, you just woke out of a coma. Yeah. You're walking around. Dude, fact. I was in a bad car accident. I was in bed for a week and I started walking around. But I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks. When I stood up after being knocked out and being disabled for 3 days, I got weak to my knees and almost passed out because the blood rushed directly down. This is what I'm calling bad acting. Right. Bad shit. This nigga was in a coma for 20 years. He opened his mouth. It should have been death to anybody within a range of 10 feet because his breath is on extra hump. Like, shit like that doesn't... I know somebody gonna say out there, I know somebody out there saying, it's just money. Exactly. Fuck that. This is Independence Day. Yeah. It needs to be realistic at some point. Yeah. Some point. You got aliens killing niggas, lifting up gravitational pools and shit. That shit can be fictional because we don't know what aliens can do that or not. Right. But human anatomy needs to be like that.
That needs to be addressed. Yeah.
You don't wake up out of a 20-year coma and then get up and crip walk. This shit just don't happen. What the fuck are you doing? How are you doing this? This is stupid. So, you know, stuff like that, man, and the corny jokes and not being attached to the characters. It was another scene I think was cool. I don't understand about the military. And stop me if I'm going too much. You know what I mean? I know you like to hear it, but listen. But it was like the military. How are you so trained in weaponry, but you can never shoot a gun? They was shooting the alien. Man. It was like, choo, choo, choo. And the alien was like, enough is enough. Give me that gun, nigga. Choo, 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 choo. Started lighting them up. I was like, this nigga getting real. And the queen too, man. She was like King Louis and King Kong.
Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. Yeah, that was some sweet stuff. I really like that stuff because we didn't really see any of that in the original movie. So we actually got to see their tactics, their tactical style of guerrilla alien warfare. That was pretty hot. And then they went head up too, and then they advanced upon the weapons that they had, so they were evolving as well. And then everybody had their own type of a force fielding shield. The ship had it, and then the queen had her own individual. Like, screw y'all, I'm getting out of here.
Dude, the gun she had, she was ready to let low. She was like,
it was like on the arm.
She was like, nigga, I'm gonna ride on these niggas.
That was tight because I did not expect that. So when it happened, it was a shock. I was like, whoa. And that for me kind of kicked off the movie for me. It was like, we're seeing something new. Like, so little things like that showing the evolution of these creatures and then how they've changed over the years and how their tactics have changed. And while we were celebrating, they were celebrating too. I'm like, oh shit, like what they about to do? So, and then some of them were in captivity in their capsules, and they're like, nah, man, they're about to expand, they're about to evolve. And then we also got to see the probe that they had stolen, and then how there was like an energy source inside of it, and then they had like all these skills, and they were going to these different planets and then trying to study people.
I think what you're saying, because I think you said it wrong. There was a scene in the beginning before that aliens came. Because that wasn't their probe. Right. That wasn't theirs. Basically what happened is, and I wanted to get on this too, as a matter of fact. There was a woman president. And a lot of people think I'm a conspiracist or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I really see things for what it is. There was a woman president in the movie. And when I saw it, it could be a pro and con. For those out there that's not from America, we have Hillary Clinton running for president. And I looked at it as they're gonna try and see. They're making this woman be a president to show us if a woman is president, this will go down. That's what I got from it, because she did everything that you shouldn't do as a president. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have a president, a woman president. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this is what they do in movies. So she never called a shot on her own. She showed weakness to the aliens. Like, she was like, anything that one guy on the side said, do it. Do it. May the Lord watch our souls. Every time. It was like, are you serious, Beach? Jeff Goldblum said it was a ship that came through the portal. Jeff Goldblum said, wait, don't attack it.
Chaos.
Let's see what this is gonna do. Let's see it. And the guy was like, no, we can't take no chances. He was like, well, there's no weapons on the damn thing. Nah, that's gonna take it. Shoot it down. I sound like Bill too. Shoot it down. Alright. And so he shot it down. And this is actually, and me and Joey Joe was laughing because he was like, man, wouldn't it be funny if this is like the ship that saved their ass? And it ended up being the ship to save them and they shot the shit down. Yep. The motherfucking ship came to like take them to safety.
It came through the horizon, through the bay, like, and it showed, and it was basically like, you don't know how it's gonna react, so don't attack just because you got high tech artillery. You don't know what the resources and how it's gonna react or recoil in return. It may be a force field, it may channel back and reflect. They knew none of that. They just went in reckless.
And they try to relive all the suicides, like what old boy said. Well, I'm back.
Oh yeah.
They try to relive that again, man. I'm not even gonna spoil that one for you, but they try to relive that shit.
Randy Quaid, yeah,
I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, come on. And then they had Shredder as president. Like,
Eric Sachs.
Oh my god, my nigga. Like, oh man. Overall, dude.
And it wasn't because he was qualified; it was by default. Because the other guy was like,
everybody got shot up. They got destroyed.
And then they get taken over at one time, so they had some type of link to them. Mind games. Like there was like this beam that would go out, and everyone would kind of just shut down. Like, and then like he was communicating them, so he kind of knew their whereabouts and their tactics and how they were going to attack us and where they were going to hit us, because he was head up and he came close and encountered with them, so he kind of knew. And then there was a scientist that had the same thing too.
Yeah, anybody basically anybody that came in contact with the aliens on a physical touch aspect, like they touched you, you had I'm gonna say psycho.
Like a link, like
you
had
see, this is how when you watch movies late at night. It had a I can't even think of the fucking word now.
Like I want to say like mind link, like a.
It had a mind link.
Yeah, like a mind link. Yeah.
But it's a word though.
Yeah. Oh man.
A psychokinetic. Wait, fuck. I'm tired, y'all. Fuck.
I know what you're trying to say.
Basically a mind link.
Yeah,
I'm out of it.
Let's just
Fuck. It had a mind link within them, so they actually could talk to the mothership and all that stuff like that.
Directly to the ship, right? Yeah. I got you.
So that's basically what it was, but I thought that was kind of cheesy too. Everybody every 5 minutes, my brain.
They should have just went over the top of that. If you were gonna do that, it's like, all right, I'm glad you said that. If an alien gets into a human's mind, sound waves and sonar sounds, you should be bleeding through the ears and nose and eyes, because they can't comprehend that sound. And then you're being kind of controlled. You're a puppet because they're speaking through you.
Exactly.
So naturally, you would be in pain. So like, there was no blood or definition of that. It was kind of like they got used to it. But that's
if I had I would have zombified them niggas. If she was doing that shit to their brain, I would have had them doing shit to release niggas on purpose.
Yeah,
that would have been dope. You're like, oh shit, puppets. I can't stop it.
Yeah. Had their eyes in the back of their head, them making decisions like opening access.
That would have been dope.
That's sci-fi stuff. That's what I'm thinking.
If I did that shit, that would have been tight.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
unfortunately that didn't happen.
So you like this film?
I enjoyed the film just because they gave me a little bit more of things, just the alien perspective, seeing their skills, and then just encourage characters coming back, and then even the new characters that came in, they were kind of cheesy and it really didn't work. But I'm willing to give them more of a chance because they just kind of threw them in there. So hopefully they do something with them.
This guy gives chances.
I do, but it's just overall I was just back, to see the Independence Day universe. I was just back to being that adventure though. It was cool, just seeing that epic battle game just going bigger and stuff in 2016. Something I thought we were never gonna see, but I'm kind of glad I did.
So what do you give it?
I give it a B on a personal. Critic, C.
C, critic.
Yeah, for sure.
Viewing experience, D+. D-, sorry.
Okay.
D-, because I can't get over that doctor walking. Like, what the fuck? And then personally, D-. I would probably never watch this movie. It's funny because I heard so many stories about this movie as far as Will Smith's involvement to this film. I heard that he couldn't do the film because he wanted his son Jaden Smith to be in it, and I heard that he couldn't do it because he was in Suicide Squad. And I also heard that he read the script and was like, this is garbage, you need to change it. And they said no. And all of those can be valid. But if it was me and I was Will Smith, it'd have been because this script was trash. It was a bad script, bad setup, bad everything. The aliens had no purpose. The humans, for them to be so highly advanced, I mean, dude, all the ships were still functioning. Like, you have these ships in your country just sitting there. You're building around the ship. Like, why is this shit not taken down? Like, you had 20 years.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man. My brain.
It's a lot of flaws.
So it's too many flaws, and I feel bad for Fox because I hope Will Smith. I haven't seen Suicide Squad yet, and I don't know if you decide to do Suicide Squad instead of this. But if Suicide is even remotely better than this, which I'm counting on it to be, you did a good job because I don't think you can have that many bad movies on your belt. Everybody else, this movie's trash, man. To me, I give it a D-. Don't watch it. Don't waste your time. If you're looking for Independence Day, go watch the original. Don't watch this. This is a bootleg shit. This is like, it's like when movies come out that are epic and then they make a bootleg on Netflix. Like, this should be called Independence Day, the 4th of July. Like, that's exactly what it should be called because it has nothing to do with Independence Day. It's a trash film. Don't like it.
Wow. Oh, man.
You know, quiet and shit. You blew up or something? Wow.
Oh, no. I was going to get it.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, cool. I was going to say, if you just want to come see, like, just a no-brainer kind of epic sci-fi movie and you want to see more alien invasion, you're going to get that. I personally went in with low expectations. I wasn't expecting anything too crazy. I just wanted to get some, see some alien fun and get some, some interesting characters and things like that. So we got a little bit of that. But if you're just here to see aliens attacking Earth and things like that, then you're gonna get that. Just keep in mind, Roland Emmerich is a satire of himself, basically.
I'm gonna say this because I didn't go in with high expectations for this film at all. I went in with the most lowest expectation of this film, and I'm glad I did because to me it has nothing to do with expectations at all. It's just it's like a kick in the throat. You know what I mean? Like, there were teenagers flying ships and there was no one mature in the movie. Like, it was like Superman Returns. Like, Lois Lane is like 12, my nigga. Like, it's like watching Katie Pryde on X-Men 3. Like, she's 13 years old and you making her go against the Juggernaut. Like, Are you fucking kidding me? Like, no. Like, there was nobody grown. They had all these military people, but no one could shoot a gun. Like, you had these cold fusion bombs, but no one knew how to use them. Like, it was just, it was sad. Like, it's like the war, the military base got worse. Like, they started hiring children. Yes, the world was united, and I think that was great, showing peace among humans. But really, is we gonna do? We gonna hire a bunch of children? Like, there was not one older man or older woman in this whole thing. I don't even think it has an expectation, man. If you're looking for a great script, great music, great acting, go watch the original film. If you're looking for something that is just utter trash, that you just going in to just laugh and see action and flying and all that stuff like that, just to sum it up, because I don't think expectations started to do it. If you want to just see aliens, which I thought was pretty cool, they aliens look dope, then go watch this movie, because it's not. I think it's just bad, man. But you into sci-fi, that's cool, man. Nothing wrong with that shit. I'm into sci-fi too.
Yeah.
Like, I like.
So I came strictly for that. So it delivered on my end.
Yeah, and it delivered on mine.
Yeah.
So that's basically how I feel. So he says if you're into the cheesy stuff, go ahead and watch it. Yeah. It's gonna be great. I say it should be way better than that. It should not be that. It's Independence Day, man. Right before 4th of July, man. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed our review. I'm J3.
Ronnie Joe Genji.
Please like, subscribe, follow. We keep that shit real, and that's the real deal, and that's for real.
All the time.
That's what we do. This brother likes change, and that's gonna bite him in the ass one day. It's because
let's be clear.
I'm telling you, it's gonna bite him. It's gonna get him. I'm not for all change all the time unless it's upbringing and it's gonna make it better. So, peace, love.
Change.
Did you really like that movie though?
Yes.
Oh man, you're crazy.